Okay, so I'm here talking about Doctor Who again. Got my faithful TARDIS here in the background. Anyway, I put in a post just before on my Facebook fan page to those who are watching this that aren't there. Come on. That I'd love to see Ace come back, and there's some people that think it'd be great to see her on Torchwood. That would be awesome, you know. I really like Torchwood. I'd love to see her in that, but I'd like to see her in her own show. And the way I see this, her coming back, is I would like it to be similar, probably similar to School Reunion, but instead of being it just happens to be at a run-in, I'd like it to be kind of on purpose, you know. Apparently in Sarah Jane, I haven't got that far in that yet, the Doctor says he's visited all his old companions, checked up on them before his regeneration. So it looks like that at the end of time was we just got to see some of those. We can see all of those. But seriously, we need to know what happened after Survival, and perhaps something happened, and we need to find out. My thing was to sort of plant the seeds for this. Is recently there was some mini episodes released for the recent Doctor Who DVD that Clara knows now that she's not the first companion, but I think her going back through and asking what happened to all the previous ones would be interesting, because we saw this before with Amy Pond, Amelia Pond, and she didn't ask what happened to them all, and I think that's a bit strange. Perhaps we can get a scene at the beginning of one of these episodes where she asks what happened to each of them, and we do intercutting sequences so we don't have to. We get obviously we know what's happened to certain ones. But he says, well, she got left behind. They left me. I left them. Blah, blah, blah. And then we come to Ace, and he just doesn't say anything. He says, I don't want to talk about that one. It's too sad. It's the saddest thing that's happened to any of them. Because, yeah, and he eventually tells her at the end of the episode that she's she left him, and he's never been able to find out why, or something like that. I think would be really interesting. She just up and left him one day, hitched a ride on a spaceship and disappeared, and he's not sure exactly where or when she is. And thus kicks off the next part of that season, perhaps, that they're on a search for Ace, and we eventually find her happy as can be somewhere, and has completely forgotten everything that's happened with the Doctor. And somehow, at the end of that episode, he's able to restore her memories of everything that happened. And she hugs him and says, good to see you again, Professor. So, and then, of course, she spins off to her own series, gets a few of her own companions, and they perhaps team up with Torchwood and thus bring back that show. But I think maybe this would be better handled under Moffat. I don't see Russell T being a big fan of Ace, but Maybe Moffat was. Anyway, I gotta upload this now, so